How my champion doing? We're gonna make winning plays every single day. It's elite from the Champions Playbook. As you can see, I got the YouTube going. So, shout out to that. We got to get that whiteboard going, right? That's very important to have that. So, we have a whiteboard. We good to go with that. Let's go ahead and get everything else set up real quick. Take just about a minute. I just want all my champions to keep making winning plays every single day. All my champions gonna make winning plays every single day. It's elite from the Champions Playbook. Here we are at the Get Leads Now Show, episode 8. How to avoid this $1 million mistake. Now listen, it's so important to avoid mistakes when you're building your business. Like you want to make sure you're avoiding as much mistakes as possible, right? And we're gonna do that today. We're gonna show you how to do that, right? Very important. Had a few little technical difficulties, but we're not gonna let nothing stop us, right? We're not gonna let anything stop us. We're gonna continue to make our winning plays and do the incredible things that we need to do. Okay, so I want everybody to remember that, right? On this amazing Monday in June, right? June 6th, 2022. 2022 is flying by, right? But we're going to continue to make winning plays anyway, right? We're working out of Marquel Russell's book, The Millionaire Expert, today. That's the book we're working out of. We're going to go ahead and get our whiteboard at full screen capacity. That's what we want. We always want to keep our whiteboard at full screen to do what we need to do, right? So you got to hit up Marquel Russell if you guys need this book, right? It's an incredible book. Right now we are on Habit 5, self-development, right? What a lot of people got to realize is that's why I'm here at the chamber, because of self-development. I would not be here if it wasn't for self-development. That's what pushed me here, right? Is the self-development, and that's what's going to elevate you, okay? And today you're going to learn exactly how that's done. I'm so glad that you're going to be able to learn that. It's going to be an incredible moment for you in your business, in your life, and just period as you're moving forward and building everything up. The self-development is huge. Remember that. So you always want to have your plan on what you're going to do. All right, we have ours right here. So we're going to get right into it, right? So this is a habit, right? You always want to have your habits correct, right? And this is habit number 5. And so what it is we'll be breaking down 3 parts, right? To how to avoid this $1 million mistake. Now listen, this is so important. Okay, so part 1, we're in page 100. What millionaire experts focus on heavily? Okay, so let's get to page 100. All right. All millionaire experts focus heavily on learning new skills, attending events, reading books, and listening or writing or watching podcasts, interviews, and information courses. So, let's do it like this. What millionaires focus on? O-C-U-S-O-N. All right. So what are we focusing on, right? So what millionaire experts focus on? Experts. What millionaire expert focus on? Right? Learning new skills. Learning new skills. SKILLS. All right. So how often are you learning new skills, right? Are you learning new skills, right? Is this something that you're doing, right? This is something very important. How are you going to do this, right? Well, you have to start researching that, right? For your industry, you need to be making sure that you're learning new skills, period. All right. Period. You need to make sure for your industry, you're learning new skills, right? This is so important for your business, right? That you're learning new skills, that you're learning new things, right? That for me, Elite, I learned how to do this projector thing, how to get in here at the Antelope Valley Chamber of Commerce, how to become an ambassador. These are all new skills that I learned that's going to help the business be strong as possible, grow, build, all that great stuff, right? I learned, how to work the live. I learned how to do the whiteboard on the computer, right? Learning new skills is so important. And I'm so glad that I learned that. And that's something I want you to know how to do. So, how are you going to do that? Well, being a part of this channel is an amazing way to do that, right? Being a part of this, right, is going to do that for you, right? So I want to make sure that you're in a great position. And so the longer you can be a part of this, the better position you'll be. I want you to be in the best position possible. So thank you for being here. And that's just one way to do it, right? Just one way to learn new skills, because we're going to teach you new skills, right? We're going to do that, right? But there's a lot of other resources that you can have to learn new skills from. So I just want you to keep that in mind, okay? All right. Let's go back to our whiteboard. Focus on new skills. Let's get back into full screen for everybody to see what I'm doing. Okay. And attending events. So going to events. That is, to me, the secret weapon to all of this is going to events. There's so many, and so how do you do that, right? So get a pen and paper, right? Eventbrite. Eventbrite is a resource that has all the local events in your city right there. So you know where they are and how to get to them. And it's just very important to know that. And so Eventbrite is an amazing resource to get you where you need to go as far as events go. We want you to be attending events, right? You need to be attending events, okay? Don't get that mixed up, okay? You need to be attending events. It's so important, right? We want to make sure that you have all the resources to properly attend events. And Eventbrite is an amazing resource that will make sure that that happens for you. So I want to make sure that you're locked in to Eventbrite. So you're making sure that you're at events, things like that, okay? So important. So important. What's the next one? Reading. Books for your business. You are business. So here's the thing. You need to be reading books. That's so important, right? What do you see right here? This is a book for coaches, consultants, right? How to turn their expertise into an empire, right? And so you need to be reading books, okay? Now, what's beautiful part to this, you could do this through podcasts, through YouTube, through different places like Spotify, different places to get your, what are they called, podcasts and things like that. So just different places. You can do this while you're driving on the road, while you're working out, while you're getting ready, while you're in the shower. There's so many different ways you can do this now. Audiobooks, right? Audible. YouTube has audiobooks, right? YouTube. See, I mean, keep going back to YouTube, right? It's an incredible resource. You can go through video catalogs through YouTube. There's so many different ways that you can get this done. And we want you to have all those resources possible so you can make sure that you're getting everything you need from the program, right? We want this program to work for you as best possible, right? I want you to know that it's going to work as best as possible for you and your business. Okay. So, just keep that in mind. And that's how we're going to execute. We always want things to work out amazingly for you. I wonder why it's getting so bright. Yes. I wonder if it's a conflict with the lighting and everything. I think that's a lot better. I don't think it's fighting the light anymore. And that's as we grow and build. These are the things. No, I still see it. I still see it getting bright and then coming back. It's all right. It's just kind of the things you learn, what happens, things like that. But let's go ahead and keep going forward with what we're doing. We really don't even need a whiteboard, really, because I'm just explaining it, but it's just something to cross-reference. So just keep that in mind, right? Then watching podcasts, interviews, and informational courses. So, like, just learning as much as possible, right? Millionaire experts are always learning, right? So what did we learn right here? They're learning through learning new skills, going to events, reading, podcasts, all that incredible stuff are all the ways that they're learning, right? And you need to make sure that you incorporate as many of these as possible for whatever it is that you're doing, right? Don't discount yourself, right? Don't cheat yourself, right? Learn as much as possible, right? You need to be learning at all times. At all times, you need to be learning, right? Something very important to be learning as much as possible. All right. So don't discount that, right? Don't discount that. The ways you can do it, right? There's so many ways you can do what the experts are doing, right? So what are the ways, right? We talk about YouTube. If I get the pen back, YouTube. Way one, YouTube. GUBE. You guys, if you guys don't realize it yet, YouTube is the Google for pictures, right? YouTube is the Google for pictures. I mean, not for pictures, for videos, excuse me. So YouTube is a great resource to always be learning at. Go to YouTube and learn as much as possible. Okay? That's one space you can learn from. All right. Number two, podcasts. Podcast. CASTS. You can learn from podcasts. Okay. Interviews. You can learn from all these spaces, and you can do all of this on YouTube, right? All of this you can get done on YouTube, right? You can do all of this on YouTube, okay? All of this can be done on YouTube. I want you to understand that and know the power of YouTube, right? Because all this can be done on YouTube. YouTube is a free platform to get to know the experts, to see where you need to go, what you need to do. And number four, let's get four of them, right? It's like our VIP company, pay for value. Number four is Eventbrite. EVENTBR. Eventb. So Eventbrite, right? These are the four that you want to go to, right? If you want to do what Millionaire Experts do. And we know you want to do that. So, right. So write these down. Give you a moment to write them down. Right. Write these down. We really need you to write this stuff down and be fully integrated in what's going on. I still don't understand why it's doing that. We still want you to be fully integrated in what's going on. So take your time and write those down. Okay. Take that serious. Okay. As far as writing those down, take that serious. We want you to write this stuff down so you have it to reference, to go back to it in the future, all that. So make sure you're taking your time and writing that stuff down. Okay. Okay. Let's go to part two. We're going to part two now. At this moment, we got to get to part two. So important. Let's see. the 2 types of work you're going to do. All right, so let's get it. Let's get our timer situated. So, and that is on page 102. So we're going to page 102. If you're in the Millionaire Expert, you want to slide over to page 102. All right, we set our timer. It's a speed round today. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. Don't worry. We're going to get everything we need to get done. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Matter of fact, for the rest of this one, can you erase this? We'll keep it going because there's other things I'm going to do. Don't worry about it. I already got it figured out, so don't worry about it. There's other things I'm going to do. We'll keep this going. All right. So let's see. Let's get to it. Part two. Let's break it down. Part two, 2 types of work you're going to do. Okay. The work you're going to do on yourself, reading, listening. Number 1, the work that you're going to do for your business, marketing, sales, etc. So that's what you're going to do for your business, right? And the second type of work you're going to do, the work you're going to do on yourself, reading, listening to podcasts, attending events, getting coaching, personal development, routine. So these are all the things that you're going to do for you, right? So you have your business, right? So let's go full screen. You and your business. We're going to call it. We'll write it out. U-R-B-U-S. You'll be. Okay. You and your business. Okay. So we have you and your business. Okay. So let's see. Wow. Come on. All right. You and your business. So for you, you're going to be doing some bullet points right here. You're going to be doing reading. You're going to be reading, right? What else are you going to be doing? You're going to be YouTube. You're going to be doing YouTube. Let's see, coaching. Right? You're going to be getting coaching. What else are you going to be doing for yourself? Let's see. All this stuff is what you're going to be doing for your business, marketing. Sales, right? This kind of stuff. This is all the kind of stuff you're going to be doing for your business, okay? Marketing, sales, all that kind of stuff. But listen, here's the secret. Most people just focus on these, right? And don't focus on these. That's not what we want to do. We always want to be doing these 24/7. 24/7, you want to be working on yourself, okay? 24/7, you want to be working on yourself. Because if you work on yourself, you're always going to learn new things for the business. You're always going to be better for yourself. If you need to start a new business in a completely different industry, you're going to be able to do that. There's so many different things that you're going to be able to do because you're working on yourself, okay? Remember that. You're working on yourself. You're going to be able to accomplish incredible things because you're working on yourself. Remember that. Right? Don't discount that kind of stuff, right? It's so important to be working on yourself, okay? Don't make this mistake, right? Don't make this mistake, right? Right, and so let's go ahead and give everybody a gift. Here's a self-development routine so you will have one to model. 1, read a minimum of 10 pages per day from 2 books. Being consistent will get you through 4 books per month, 48 books a year. The average college graduate reads approximately 2 books per year after graduating, 2 books that aren't in their field. So imagine how far beyond everybody else they will be if they read 10 pages a day, 12 books versus 2 books, right? So you got to think about that. And you could do that through Audible. You don't have to just read the book itself. You could do it through Audible. You could do audio books. There's so many different ways you can get at this, right? Conferences, workshops. There's so many different ways you can get at this. Okay, right? You don't just have to do it in only one way. So once you remember that, and then we're gonna go to part 3 of the show. What do you need to do to invest in yourself rapidly, right? And then we are on page 103. Right. Check this out. I regularly invest in new courses. So, new courses to see what I can implement into my business without distracting from what I'm already doing. All right. So, listen, investing in new courses, right? You have to remember that where you're at and where you're going is 2 different spaces, right? So, you have to really invest into where you're trying to go. Right. So new courses is something that's really going to get you where you need to go. So you need to start taking new courses. You really need to know how important that is. Right. Why to go back to the pen? I don't need that. Bam. Okay. New courses. New part 3. 3 new courses. New courses, right? So check this out. Show you how to do this, right? About to show you exactly how to get this done, right? New courses. Check this out. So where you are, right? Where you're going. So listen, right? If you're investing in new courses, right, new classes, right, experts are going to get you in early on projects. Experts are going to be able to show you different things. So if you're, let's just say, every month you're making 4,000, right? Most likely you'll just stay there and get 3% raises, right? That's not what you want, right? But if you have a course that's showing you how to double this, right, to go from 4 to class, now your monthly is at 8. Because you took that class, and say this takes you 1 year to fully implement. 1 year. See what happens? Now you're double. Now you're not 3%, right? Because you keep doing 3%. Once you add up inflation, once you add up this kind of stuff, it's really going to make it extremely difficult to accomplish the things that you're trying to accomplish because of how long it's going to take, right? And that's not what we want. We want systems in place, right? Like courses, right? That will make it possible for us to do incredible things with our businesses, right? That's what we want, right? It comes with us finding these resources, right? Us getting on YouTube, right? Us utilizing all the resources that we have, right? To do the things that we need to do. Okay. That's so important to do that, right? So understand how important that is. Understand how you can implement this stuff, and yeah, everything's gonna be right here, right? And yeah, like that's why you need to take courses, or you will be stuck. So many people were stuck their whole lives at whatever their salary is, right? Stuck, right? Because they didn't take a course and learn how to double it, right? Because if you do this, then you can hire somebody, pay them, let's say you're paying them $2,500 a month. All right. 25 a month. Then you keep the difference. If anybody can tell me what's the difference from the 2,500, right? When you're hired, you took the class and then you were able to hire somebody to do the work. And now you're at home doing the things you love to do, right? 8,000 minus the 2,500. How much are you taking home because you took that one class? Can you tell me how much you're taking home? Since you took that one class, how much are you taking home? Let's do it. 8,000 minus 2,500. You're taking $5,500 home because you took a class on how to double your income, right? That's that. Yeah, that's what you're doing, right? Shout out to Stock Chart. That's what you're doing. You're taking $5,500 home because you took a class on how to double your income. Because you took that class, right? This is what I'm talking about here. These are the mistakes, okay? So if you're not taking classes and courses, you're making $1 million mistake. Because if you would have done this stuff 10 years ago, where would you be right now? If you could spend more time with your family, right? If you could invest in yourself, if you could do all this stuff, more vacations, right? Yeah, better things you can do for your kids, right? More time off if you want to spend time with your spouse and things like that. Stock Chart, you already know it's easy money. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell people. The mistake. I probably, and I'm not even playing with you. You might think it sounds good. I probably lost billions of dollars not implementing this stuff, not implementing these three, right? So we're going to go over the three before we get out of here. These are the three that I did not implement that you need to implement that I'm implementing now, that the compound interest on it, right? I'm not losing anything, right? I'm putting myself in a position to make millions, right? Because I'm doing this. Listen to the $1 million mistake that you need to avoid. Part 1, what do millionaire experts focus on heavily? Part 2, the 2 types of work that you're going to do. Part 3, what do you need to do to invest in to grow rapidly? Come on. Courses, double your income. Because see, math is a law. What's 1 plus 1? Everybody knows it. It's you've known it since the 1st and 2nd grade. The fact that, because this shows us a universal law, that math is universal law, and then you put the principle on how you're going to do it. That's the class. But check this out. Double your income. I say you can go 4,000 a month to 8,000 a month, then you're paying somebody $2,500 a month to implement the process. Right? That's the principle. But the law is what it is. So if you took this 8,000 and doubled it, okay, you took the 8,000 a month, you took another course on how to double the 8, so now you're at 16. Now you're going to go high-CAD and hire 2 employees. So what's 16,000 minus 5,000? So that you're telling me that you're at 11,000 a month? Tell me I'm wrong. That's just quick math off the top of my head. Tell me I'm right or wrong, right? Yeah, 5,000. Tell me I'm wrong. Right, that you're at 11,000 a month, excuse me. I believe you're at 11,000 a month. 16,000 minus 5,000. You're at 11,000 a month. Yes, appreciate you, Stock Chart. Appreciate you coming in with that knowledge. You're at 11, excuse me, with the 511. Think about what you can do with 11. Now you paid these. You can actually, if you wanted to, give them $500 bonuses every month. Keep them happy, right? Keep your turnover rate low. And we make it 10 grand a month. 2 happy employees. They're getting bonuses. They're happy. They're dancing every month. They're doing everything for you. And you're just working on yourself, right? You're working out. You're looking better, right? You're looking lean. You know what I'm saying? You're able to have events in your city. Just do a whole bunch of amazing stuff. Because you outsource to other people. You purchase some of the work. Yeah, see, here's the thing. That's what we have to realize. If you can purchase your time back, that's your most valuable resource because it's limited. That's why jobs have realized that jobs are like the new slavery because you're selling your time, can't get it back, can't get it back, can't get it back. Now, if that's what you want, I'm not knocking anybody that if that's what you want, you're saying, I don't care. Then I'm going to say, do it. If that's what you want, it's your time, spend it as you please. But if you want to buy it back, most valuable resource you'll ever have, buy it back. Classes will buy your time back. Courses will buy your time back, right? And people will say, well, why is that $4,000 frowning? It's frowning because it's like, how much is it? How much? I'm just being real with you. How much is it? Come on, with inflation, you pay rent, gas is $10 a gallon. You don't get it yet, huh? You want to just keep doing this circle, huh? You want to just keep doing it, and then you got to worry about your tires flat. You got to worry about you can't get a new car. You want to keep going in a circle, huh? And you want to pass this down to your kids or whoever in your business. Don't do that. That's not what we want you to do over here. That's why gas prices, because the supply is limited, it goes up. Most limited thing we have on earth. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Time is limited. Time is limited. Stuck in the rat. That's what I'm saying. People get stuck, right? Because they don't build nothing, right? Because they don't take classes. They don't look at the mistakes. And you keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. You probably, if you're over 30, you've probably made over $1 million. And here's the crazy part about it. You probably lost most of it or just spent it and don't even have much to show for it just because you didn't know the mistakes. Since I didn't know these mistakes, I burnt through most of everything that I've ever earned. I've done different things, but regardless, how much of it do I still have? Right? How much of that did I turn into something else? That's what I want you to be thinking about, okay? Listen, so glad you're tuning into episode 8. Episode 9 is going to be incredible. Still doing a little bit of research on it. We'll let you guys know exactly where episode 9 is going to be, what we're doing. Like to shout out everybody that came through. Stock chart for coming through, sharing some wisdom with us, being interactive with the show. Greatly appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead and clear everything out and continue to do the incredible things that we're going to do. I want to let all my champions know to continue to make winning plays every day. Don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop being incredible because you deserve it. You're great. You're a winner. And we're going to keep making winning plays every day. We made it to episode 8. Man, so proud. Like I said, Champions Playbook is going to keep doing great things and keep building and keep going right. Winning plays every single day. Don't stop believing in yourself and your business.